What is going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Ayesha Curry. It's been a little while since I talked about Ayesha, but apparently Ayesha's pregnant with a fourth child, her and Steph. Congratulations to them. I'm not no hater. You know, I can give credit where credit is due. They've been married. They have a family together. I have nothing against that. I've had my criticisms of Ayesha Curry, but that's all it is. It's nothing deeper than that. But we're going to talk about her being unhappy about being told that her new pregnancy with her fourth child is a geriatric pregnancy because she's 34, and by the time she has the child, she will be 35. Now, me and her are basically the same age. You know, I have a birthday coming up soon, and we're getting up there. And once she turns 35, she's like 5 years away from 40. Now, I know that pregnancies can be tough, even when you're young in your 20s, right? But she's in her early to mid 30s. So this is a term that's probably been a part of the medical field for a long time. But apparently she did not like her pregnancy being called a geriatric pregnancy. She took umbrage with that. And I want her to understand this. The older you get and you have a child, there's more risks that are going to be involved. Even at 34, again, by the time she has the child, she's going to be 35. There are risks involved in having this child. So they are basically giving her the what's up, telling her, listen, these are the precautions. This is what we call these types of pregnancies. There could be risks, and we want you to know that instead of them not saying anything. Because it could be a situation where they didn't say anything to Ayesha, but I guess Ayesha did not like that, and she did an interview and she spoke about how she didn't like how basically being called old, right? Because I tell y'all, these women love growing up fast until they become old. Okay, these young girls who are 18, 19, 20, 21, they want to be treated with more respect as an adult. They want to grow up fast, right? The way that they dress, the makeup, even the surgeries. But once they get into their 30s, especially their mid 30s, going into their 40s, people may perceive you as being older, right? They don't like that. But that's the reality. That's the reality. You're going to be perceived, especially when you're having a child, your fourth child at that, and you're going to be 35 by the time the baby is born. It's more risk there. And I think she took it personal. And we're going to get into what she said in this particular interview. Now, in the interview, this is what she said. She says, what's been interesting has been my doctor's appointments, Ayesha said. I'm in my 30s, so there's all this paperwork referring to the experience as a geriatric pregnancy and all the concerns that come along with that. I think there's something that needs to be more nuanced when it comes to women, their age, and conversations about having children. Many women in their 30s and 40s are going through this for the first time, and being told you're old feels alarming and wild. I think that narrative needs to be shifted a little bit. Well, listen, if you are a 40-something-year-old woman and you're having a child, there is a high risk that there could be complications. And again, you have to, in the medical world, you have to prepare for these things. You tell these women the truth. But again, when you have women who've been lied to their entire life, who think they're going to be young forever, who think that nobody's going to call them old. This is why they get the surgeries. This is why they get those shots in the face, the fillers. People have accused Ayesha of getting fillers, and she does look like her face does look different. I'm not gonna lie, they have. Just look at I've even spoken about that in a previous video. A lot of women hate getting old, but that's the reality. Your mother got old. Your mother's mother got old. That's just a cycle of life. You need to embrace it. But the reality is, the reality is a lot of these women don't want to get older. They don't want to age gracefully. You should embrace it. You are a mother. You're a wife. You should embrace getting older. The geriatric pregnancy thing, that is a term that has been in the medical field. It's precautions. They want you to know, hey, this could be high risk. It's nothing against you personally, Ayesha. They don't personally dislike you. They don't personally want you to feel bad about yourself. But this is the precautions. As a woman who's going to be 35 by the time that child is born, you're going to be 5 years away from 40. This is a protocol. You're not 24, you're 34. Maybe if you're 24, you're not considered a geriatric pregnancy, but this is the reality of having a child close to your mid 30s. I don't think they're trying to personally insult Ayesha, but Ayesha represents a lot of these older women that refuses to age gracefully. There are women who are in their 40s and 50s that don't want to be told that they're old. Don't want to be told that they've hit the wall. Yes, you have. This is why you're online thirst trapping for male attention in your 50s with your gray, trying to cover the gray hairs. And the thing is this, us as men, we understand the realities. We can't hide, especially if we're graying or balding, right? Or, we just don't, you can see that, we are getting older. Physically we are maturing, and we accept that. But a lot of women refuse to accept it because they think that they did not appreciate their youth. As soon as they were 18, they're out here partying, chasing behind older men or men who are stressing them out, right? Trying to grow up fast. And then what happens when you're in your 30s and 40s and those same men that you've wanted to be with don't want to be with you anymore. They're trying to get with the younger women. That's why you see so many older women in their feelings about older men dating younger women, because they used to be those younger women who were getting chose, but they're not getting chose anymore. Let me tell y'all what a geriatric pregnancy is. Let's go into more detail. A geriatric pregnancy, also known as advanced maternal age, is a medical term to describe people who are over the age of 35 during pregnancy. Pregnancies have an increased risk for certain complications when the birth parent is 35 or older. Ayesha is 34 right now, but when the child is close to being born, I believe she will be 35. This is precautions. This is what they do. Would you rather them lie to you and not tell you the truth? This is what happens when women have been lied to their entire life. No, you're not going to be young and youthful forever. You're going to have to. But I think it's the younger Gen Xers and the millennials. They are the group of women who refuses to age gracefully. I'm talking about you Gen Xers who are getting up there, what was it, your 50s, mid 50s, early 50s, late 40s or whatnot. A lot of y'all refuse to age gracefully. A lot of y'all think that you're going to be young forever. This is why you're trying to compete with younger women, but get mad. But then I've heard older women talk about how they only get attention from younger men and they don't want attention from younger men. Well, if you're dressing like women in their 20s and you're getting online and you're displaying the same behavior as those women, those young guys are going to, holler at you because you're carrying yourself just like the women their age. You're not carrying yourself as a mother or a grandmother. You're carrying yourself like an Instagram slower. And I'm seeing way too many women in their 40s and 50s doing this, and then they feel some type of way when the men their age want nothing to do with them. Why would a man who's 50 want a 50-year-old woman that acts like a 22-year-old woman when he could just go and date the 22-year-old or the 25-year-old? And yeah, that's a hell of an age difference, but I'm just saying, if you're acting like a girl, that's a woman that's in her 20s, 25, whatever, 28, whatever, he might as well just go and date that. Less baggage, less mileage, instead of dealing with you. Now, again, as far as Ayesha Curry is concerned, she should understand that it's just a precaution, and they have to tell you this. It's not anything against you. It's not anything where you're being personally attacked. I just think she took it the wrong way. I really do. I think that she's looking at it as, oh, they're looking at my age and they're calling me old. No, what they're saying is that you're close to an age where there could be risk involved in your pregnancy. I don't personally think that they don't like you or they believe you're old or over the hill, but this is just precautions. This is just a sign that you're getting up there. That's what that is. And again, the mentality of women is to get mad whenever somebody tells them that they're getting older, because that's the reality. Women don't like to talk about their age, but they'll talk about the age of other people. They'll talk about the age of the men in their group that don't want to deal with them. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram. Make sure y'all check out my previous videos on the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one.